Good morning, Suzanne Joy.
Good morning, Deborah, LeeAnn.
Shall we tune in?
Yes. So the gene key of the week this week, and this is written by Richard Rudd. This is gene key 14. And that shadow state, that real human state, is all about compromise. And we'll dive into that. But out of compromise, we learn about our own competence. And then when you think about the Citic state or the highest essence of this key, it's the beautiful essence of bounteousness, which that is creation, right? Creation beyond creation, beyond creation. So,
And receiving and receiving and receiving. So yeah, this is going to be fun to talk about. And the fact that it features, it's kind of up for a few of us, and it's also in our charts. So this is fun. I uh, love this, even though I don't like what it feels like to compromise. I can feel in my body when I'm holding back, when I'm not being truthful, when I'm trying to save the other person's feelings and not going to ask for what I want or need. And then how it feels so yucky afterwards. Like, why did I say yes to that? Or why did I, poo poo that idea? I kind of like it. And I was just being, ignorant. I don't know what it is, but it's something that feels like it takes hold. And speaking about this in my personal life, but I know collectively we're all kind of living in compromise. What do you make of all this?
well, for me, when I think about that, it's like we're still breaking through the illusion that we have to settle or that there, I think it's a lot of old programming of, um, as Richard says, the repressed nature is impotent. Like we don't have any say or creativity, and the reactionary is enslaved. So you're like trying to prove yourself, and so there's that push pull, and a lot of times, we either push it down the way saying, oh, that's a future thing, I'll be happy when, or I'll manifest, like it's always out there. Now there's nothing wrong with understanding divine timing, but to
Well, it's that scarcity. To me, it's a
yeah,
scarcity mindset.
right,
There's not enough love in the world to go around that I can have what I truly want. So I just won't want anything. Even though our body is yearning for love, connection, being in service with our gifts, living our genius, right? All of
right.
those things. And then we are like, oh, that's not for me. That's just for those people. Or where do we close those doors? Or where do we get that I don't deserve it? Is that what it is? Where we give up from our core, what we truly want?
Well, I think as we understand our story, our history, our her story, from our families, I think part of it is moving through, feeling all of it, and then also still recognizing who we are, um, and that we're not all of that. I mean, we are a part of our story, our history, and our lineage. Don't get me wrong, but we don't have to compromise our future in the now by placating or saving or holding on to something that doesn't really
Yeah.
belong to us
It's
anymore.
almost like how many of us have been defined by what culture, our parents, our family. Like I remember I used to be in the HR world and I'd interview people and I'm like, why did you go for this degree? And they're like, because my dad wanted me to be a dentist just like him. He said, and then, after she gets out of school, she turns around and gets her master's in social work because she really wanted to do that. But I
Right,
mean, it took her until she was 25 before she woke up and go, wait, that's not my dream. That's my
right.
dad's. So where I'm curious about is how can we and it's going to tie into playing it with the gift. How do we stand so fully in integrity where we go, okay, this is what I want. No, don't want that. Oh, this is what I want. Oh, I don't want that. I mean, where can we start coming from that inner GPS that's ours?
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, and he talks a lot about the solar plexus, and so
okay.
that is about
Your
our
GPS
our genius, right? And the programming partner to this, as I looked at it, let's see, it
is
is
8, which I love.
yes. So if you can imagine compromise and
Mediocrity.
mediocrity,
Hmm.
we're settling. We're
Yeah,
settling.
it's
And
that half-assed. It's a half. Really, the glass is not even full, but we're like, oh yeah, or I'm okay right here. It's enough. I have enough. And
right.
so what I want to play with is how can we start tapping into, oh, well, maybe like what I've been doing in my compassion course lately is we've been collecting moments where we felt totally safe, totally loved, totally held by the universe in awe or whatever. We start collecting those moments so that we can return to them as touchstones when we get off. And so it's like a centering space. And that being safe thing, being held, being secure, being loved is so important. And when we're operating outside of that, it means, oh, there's fear. Like I got to do this for that person or for. So I'm just playing with how can we start seeing, feeling, noticing, and turn back inward to what's true for me.
Right. And there's out of that too, the competence and recognizing and remembering all of those touchstones. That's your style. That's the gift that has emerged, right? So that makes you uniquely you. And when we look at that citic state, it's bounteousness and it's exquisiteness because that's your genius. And
Yeah.
it's when I was young or younger, I shall say, when we like thought about God, Father, Mother, God, and I'm bringing up the G word because the expansiveness of God is so immense. It's like creation beyond creation, right? So it is boundless,
Mm-hmm.
bounteous. It's
Mm-hmm.
effervescent. It's that just that frequency of all.
Yeah.
And we forget that sometimes that we are the
It's spark of
manifestation of that, right? We are part of that, and we're all interconnected in all of our ways. And so as you shine your exquisiteness and your style and your bounteousness and your competence in your light, you're radiating out that prosperity, that beauty that sparks it within other people too. So
And I love
please,
that this is in the codon ring of fire, along with one that we just did last week on beauty, right? So when we are, that is such a creative thing, but unlike the all yang lines for Gene Key 1, which is beauty, this one has in the fifth line a broken line, which is the feminine, which is the yin. And so it's kind of like if you're building a business, you want that structure, you want that fire and that creativity, but you need that beautiful yin to hold it in truth, right? And and Richard says in his audio contemplation, he's like, and if we did that, can you imagine what businesses would be like? So
yeah,
anyway, I'm thinking about that because I have this in my stability, and I know somebody who has it in her more prosperity space. And when we're in that, how do we how do we create with that fire, but also that love, right? That
right.
yin.
And when you look at the human design of it, this is the sacral area, The
Mm.
14 is in the sacral, and the channel leaps up into the G center, which is your heart center, which is the second line, which was beauty.
Mm.
And so is beauty. What's the line
Beauty's
two?
one. Two is
Oh,
unity.
unity. So unity, and so the unity and the this channel, which is the competence or the bounteousness, that is the channel of empowerment.
I love how all of these things are so I mean, of course, everything's interconnected, but it makes me, it's like building blocks that are, we can talk about this, we can contemplate this, but it's the embodiment when it like hits home and you're like, oh, I mean, literally, I feel it in my belly when I do that. Can I do
Yeah.
the mudra?
Yes.
Okay. So the mudra is you take your left hand and you put it on your belly and your right hand on top so that it looks like this right over your belly. And what we do is we allow that to feel our breath rise and fall of the belly. Oh, and the other thing that's so big about this is gratitude. The more gratitude we feel, the more we get in the way of receiving what it is that we are, competently asking for, wanting, creating in our life. And just allow ourselves to drop into that space. And as soon as I do, it's funny because my shoulders relax and my face relaxes. So taking some time every day to feel that and also to feel the safety. You feel that? And prosperity that is held in that space. Yeah. And this is ours. This is mine, yours, whoever's playing with us here. This is just ours. And I love that. So,
Yeah. I'm feeling a card today too.
absolutely.
One card, and this is the deck Work Your Light from Rebecca Campbell. Top, middle, or bottom? Top. Ta-da-da, top.
You always laugh.
I do. Yes.
Oh, oh,
Just say yes. So if you have been having a question and you're needing that insight, it's suggesting that you
just
jump
say
in. Just say yes. So, hope this has been helpful this week and finding your light.
yes. And let us know if you have any questions. If we appreciate you being here. Take good care.
Take good care. Till next time.